heritage. When the feminists were burning their first bras, Manson taught his family to look to nature for an understanding of the balance between male and female, initiating them into the joys of complete submission.
Feminism?
Matriarchy versus patriarchy.
Oh, I'm a matriarch. I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a very beautiful woman. All my women know that. All my women know that.
Do you have any good memories about the people who were your wife?
Oh, all of them. Sure. They're all beautiful.
Lynette Squeaky Fromm, one of the first to join Manson, once wrote,
"Born into this imbalanced world of women's law in 1967, carrying truth over the threshold, he met thousands of young in the streets. I was one of them. He stood our words up in truth. He never broke our wills. We put up our lives and the symbol of one finger as alternative to anarchy."
In the family hierarchy, each woman is a member of the Order of the Rainbow, each with a corresponding color. Lynette Fromm's color in the rainbow is red. Fromm, who was imprisoned in 1975 for the attempted assassination of President Gerald Ford, remains loyal to Manson and his cause.
She better be right on. She knows what she's got to do, see? She knows what she's got to do to survive on this planet Earth, just like all the people that are with me do. The ones that are with me do. The ones that are not with me are not with themselves. It's Squeaky, the one that's down there doing life trying to get me out of jail.
When Fromm escaped from prison for 2 days on Christmas Eve of 1987, a wave of paranoia swept across the nation that had not been seen since 1969. That one woman could inspire such fear is a sign of how powerful the Manson myth has become. In contrast to Fromm's loyalty, Charles Tex Watson, the principal murderer in the Tate LaBianca case, explains his family days with the convenient excuse of diabolical possession. Now Tex atones for his sins as a model born-again Christian prisoner in San Luis Obispo prison, where he serves as a prison chaplain, delivering sermons to the unsaved. In 1979, Watson was married in prison to another born-again Christian, who has since given birth to his children, the fruit of what one imagines to be wholesome Christian procreation during conjugal visits to the prison. Manson regards Watson's new persona with bemusement.
Tex is beautiful. Tex got off with his, Tex got up and gave his in. He was trying to walk around and say, chicka chipim, food, and he was there for a while. And we were learning new things. And we were experiencing our bodies and stuff. You dig? But then he decided that he wanted to go back into what his mother was doing. And I looked over at him and I said, well, if you can get anything new over in there, you dig what I'm saying? Go ahead and see what you can find out, but I'll tell you everything on this finger that's over there. Save you a long trip. But he wants to go back through Jesus Loves Me. You dig what I'm saying? He wants to go back and worship and play all the games that we played for 2,000 years. And if that's what he wants to do, it's okay with me. I'm still right there saying, all right, man, if that's what you want to do, but you're only destroying yourselves, man.
Always is always forever. Is one, is one, is one. Decide yourself for your father. All is none, all is none, all is one. And there's no time from behind you. Illusion has been just a dream. The valley of death and I'll find you. Now is when on a sunshine beam. So bring on the young perfection, for their love will surely be. No cold, pain, fear, or hunger. You can't see, you can't see, you can't see.
The ghosts of the family still haunt the locales where they once lived. In 1968, Manson persuaded the octogenarian George Spahn to allow the family to live on the ramshackle movie set, the Spahn Ranch, in Chatsworth, California. It had appeared in countless old cowboy films as the archetypal Western town. Here the family engaged in an ongoing psychodrama, changing their names and personalities, immersed in their own dimension of make-believe, with Manson serving as director. They lived inside the facades of the crumbling sets, tending the horses on the ranch and living off of food thrown away in supermarket garbage bins. Now, 20 years later, only a field of overgrown weed stands on the site. The Spahn Ranch was burned down in a fire that destroyed every last trace. Here in this creek bed at the side of the hills leading into the Santa Susana Mountains, the family would gather in these shaded coves to listen to Charlie's music and practice their marksmanship. Devil's Canyon, directly across from the Spahn Ranch, inspired one of Manson's songs. The pass where the devil you can see, Santa Susana is the pass where you look for me.
I live on my planet, my world, my desert, my thought. And it took me 22 years to get through these fucking hallways. This is what I'm mad about, to land my thought down on that desert.
On Halloween of 1968, Manson decided to move his tribe away from the nearby urban decay of Los Angeles and into the wilderness of the desert, where he imagined they would find the complete freedom they sought. That Halloween night, Manson and a few others camped at the tiny Newman cabin, a refuge for miners and prospectors on the outskirts of the Death Valley National Monument. Manson's name is still carved in the wood of one of the Newman cabin doors, along with the year he first came to this desert. After the family made their way through the almost impenetrable Goler Wash, they set up a fire here in the hearth of the Myers Ranch and surveyed the austere beauty of the desert around them. One of the family girls knew of an abandoned stone house down the road.